Even if I was of a mind to take her in trade, that cold, deep voice drawled. She does not appear to be worth even half of what you owe me. Avery gritted her teeth at that calmly delivered insult and decided she had feigned unconsciousness long enough. She brushed her tangled hair off her face and nearly gasped. The man standing next to Sir Bernard and scowling down at her was huge. It was not that he looked so big just because she was sprawled on her back on the floor at his feet, either. He wore soft deer-hide boots and brown woolen breeches on his long, well-shaped legs. His white linen shirt was undone, revealing a taut, rippled stomach and a broad, smooth chest. It also revealed that his skin was as dark as that of many of the Frenchmen he served with. Avery mused that even she would look fashionably pale next to such a man. There was no sign of interest on his dark, lean face, no hint of any emotion at all. Framed by thick raven hair that fell in soft waves to just below his broad shoulders, it was, however, an almost beautiful face. He had a firm jaw, high, wide cheekbones, a long, straight nose, and a mouth that even she found tempting despite the stern line it was pressed into. What truly held her attention was his eyes. Set beneath dark, gently curved brows and rimmed with disgracefully long, thick lashes, were the darkest eyes she had ever seen, black as coal and nearly as hard. She saw little chance of mercy or aid reflected there. Finally, she let him see her fury and watched his dark brows lift ever so slightly in reaction.
"I heard that you and your men were soon to leave us, Sir Cameron,"
said Sir Bernard.
"In 2 days,"
Sir Cameron replied.
"I fear I cannot gather the coin I owe you by then." "Then you should not have made the wager."
Sir Bernard flushed a deep red.
"It was ill thought of me. But you can gain something from the woman. Use her, ransom her, or sell her."
"You captured her in the attack upon the Lucettes?"
"Oui, just outside of the gates."
"Then she could be a peasant and worth nothing in ransom."
"Non, Sir Cameron. Look at her gown. No peasant woman would wear such clothes."
When Sir Cameron bent down to examine her gown more closely, Avery gave in to the rage building inside of her. She kicked out at him, aiming to catch him squarely beneath his firm jaw, but he was quick, alarmingly so. He caught her leg, wrapping his long fingers tightly around her calf. Her skirts fell back, exposing her legs, and, to her dismay, he held her like that for a moment. She gasped in outrage when he suddenly lifted her skirts and peered beneath them, his fine mouth fleetingly curving in the semblance of a smile.
"Braze,"
he murmured. Sir Bernard chanced a quick look before Sir Cameron dropped her skirts back down.
"Strange attire for a woman."
"So you have not tasted of the gift you tried to give me," said Sir Cameron.
"No, I swear it. I took her only to pay my debt to you."
Sir Cameron still crouched near her, still held her leg. He moved his left hand over her leg while holding it steady in his right. Avery seethed, her fury intensified by her helplessness. The man handled her as if she were a horse he was about to buy. What held her tense and afraid, however, was not offended modesty, but the fear of discovery. A moment later his long fingers slid up high enough to brush against the dagger sheath strapped to her upper thigh. She cursed. When he looked at her, his dark eyes briefly lightened by what appeared to be amusement, she just glared at him.
"I believe you, Sir Bernard,"
Sir Cameron drawled as he removed her dagger from its sheath, released her leg, and stood up.
"Merde."
Sir Bernard shook his head.
"Never thought to search her for weapons. Just a woman, after all."
Avery kicked out at Sir Bernard, but he quickly moved out of her reach, and she tugged her skirts back down. As Sir Cameron studied her weapon, the hint of a frown upon his face, a youth stepped over to him. She judged him to be about her age, 18 or younger. He was as red as Sir Cameron was dark, tall, and almost too thin.
"Cameron, that is a—"
the boy said in English, staring at the dagger and then at Avery in wide-eyed surprise.
"I ken it, Donald,"
Sir Cameron said in the same language, cutting off the boy's words.